Hey guys, J-Man37X here bringing you episode 9 of Epic Battle Fantasy V. Last time, we got through the ice cave here. You see it's actually not on the map, it's a sub-area, but there's a few screens in there. And we took a little bit of a peek into our next area, as you can see here, No Man's Land. And a little bit of the interesting things going on here. This time I think we're just going to hop right into this quick little encounter here. You'll notice idle animations are back on. As I mentioned a couple times in the comments last time, we're going to be trying a different solution to our lag problem. Real quick, you guys can see the speed that we're running at. It's pretty good. Definitely better than what it was before. I'd say definitely less than a 10% speed decrease now. I think it's a bit slower than with idle animations off completely. But you see all I did here is, this is full quality. You can see how slow it runs with full quality. It's like dragging through the scan animation. So basically my fix for this is just anti-aliasing on medium. You see there isn't that big of a decrease in quality from this either. It's actually quite subtle. If you go to low, that's when it starts to become really noticeable in battle. But medium seems like a really solid middle ground. So let me know in the comments how you guys think the speed of the battle is versus the quality of the textures and stuff. You see it's like a little tiny bit jagged, but for the most part you guys probably aren't even going to be able to notice that much. And you know, for the speed increase and the idle animations back on, I think this is a very good middle ground solution. Anywho, here we just have a little battle here, a couple sapphire things, boulder, creep, nothing too crazy here. I don't think I mentioned last time the weather that we're dealing with in this area, but it's acid rain due to the pollution of this massive factory. We have acid rain, so every character has a chance of getting poisoned between turns. That includes allies and enemies alike. Yeah. I'll just take out the ores just so they don't do anything stupid. Okay, let's see, what are we to? Ice, explosion, electric, holy. Electric seems good. I did notice later on, someone in the comments mentioned I actually didn't end up using any limit breaks in Jotun's fight, as well as I don't use limit breaks too much in general in battle. I just want to bring this up now. I appreciate the concerns, but I typically try my best to avoid using limit breaks in regular battles. One, because I think most of the time it's not really that necessary. Let's do holy, I guess. Yeah. I don't find it as that necessary most of the time. Most of the non-boss encounters, aside from like major mini-bosses, really don't tend to pose much of a threat. So I just would rather save them for like the slightly higher stakes encounters. Not necessarily always waiting for bosses. I do tend to save stuff like this very much longer than I probably should. But, let's do this one. Additionally, I like to try and practice some of my other strategic, like, making sure that I get into the good habit of doing buff setups, when necessary at least, buff setups, try to go for, like, huge damage pushes without limit breaks, and also with limit breaks sometimes. So, that's kind of my logic behind that. Okay, so, you can see right here. Hello! This guy here is trying to fix the bridge. He needs some sticks. Apparently just 6 is enough, and then a bunch of iron. I don't really know how that works. But anyway, we don't have an axe. We can't do anything about that. Hidden item here. Actually, hold on. Really quick. I just remembered something that a commenter left. I'm gonna go back and check something, so I'll be right back. Yep, exactly as they'd said. I think this is what they're talking about. There's a secret I missed up here. I'm not sure I got this in my live stream series either. So that is, I think that's a completely new one. And really quick, I think I could actually talk my way through the walk back here. Another commenter, I really appreciate all the comments you guys leave, by the way. You guys are really giving me a lot of good stuff. Really appreciate it. Thank you guys very much for all the nice comments. Another guy mentioned that actually around the level, he has a save that he's around the level 12 range, and he was actually able to do the optional dungeon up here. So, kind of gets me thinking a little bit, you know, whether or not I want to try it. Do I not want to try it? I think for right now I'm going to wait. Level 13, so I'm a little even ahead. But, I'm going to continue to wait for now. I'm going to see... wait, what is the solutions puzzle again? Okay, I think I remember. I'm going to wait for now. It does definitely... is this right? Yeah, okay. Just had to think. It does get me thinking. I do like the idea of doing them as I get to them, But I think just right now, because we're this early in the game, I just feel like some of our characters we don't even have yet, and for the rest of them, we don't have a lot of the, like, key skills that make them really useful. So that's kind of my thinking for now. Whoops. Oh, whoops. I think they're just talking about these big tire tracks. Or the big, yeah, I think that's what they're talking about. Sorry, I didn't mean to skip through that. So you see on this screen, we got a few encounters. Is there anything hidden here? Oh, okay. Looks like it. These look like little NPCs, but no, these are actually enemies. As they have been in the past. No, that's good. We'll go ahead and scan these guys up here. We have our introduction to cat enemies. First, we have the cat sniper, which I'm going to just flee and come back, just because, why not? Yeah, so we have cat snipers here. Literally don't know what they've gotten themselves into. So these guys have guns, as you can see. A shield and a gun, interesting combo. Right gear will go mad with power. Try to finish off, so this is actually, I'm not sure if this is the first example, but it's the first one I've noticed, at least, where the scan actually tells you that they have special AI and what that special AI is. So these guys are going to try and attack the player with the lowest amount of HP. I think by default that means that they might go for no legs, or it might be the lowest percentage. I'm not completely sure, actually. But either way, one of the two. They're going to attack people with low HP. You see they have a few weaknesses, no resistances. These guys aren't too bad. Fire, water, and poison, okay. So, shouldn't be too bad. They do have, as with most cat encounters in the past, or cat enemies, they have a shield, which basically this shield will give them some amount of defense until it's destroyed. Oh, it's destroyed basically just by doing enough damage to them at once, as you can see. You see no legs is quite effective here. There's no law I won't say duel in this group. Let's see, you can probably just... Oh, wait, hold on, no. Oh, right, you don't have the poison staff. That's fine. This should destroy him anyway. Maybe they're not so cute after all. Yep, they can call in bombs, so I think most of the attacks are bomb, or maybe elementless? I'm not sure, actually, if they're regular, just shooting attacks are bomb or not. But overall, not too bad. This actually might not kill. That's fine. We'll just do a little bit of buffing up this turn, then. Might as well. And you... I think I had her learn Star Power. Is that what it's called? No. Well, I don't know if it is or not. I don't have it. Alright, that's fine. Just... There we go. Defend. The poison will do good damage to him. Probably won't kill him. Oh, yes, he can do that as well. I think he can give that to anyone. There's a skill just like it that we'll be able to learn later on. Huge accuracy buff, and also gives good luck. So very, very good for him. But this should take care of him here. Shows no remorse towards his rivals on no legs. Okay, here we have another new cat enemy. Wait, I need to capture one of those. Oh, crap. Okay. That's fine. We'll see more of them. I'm really trying. That's another thing. You guys are concerned about my my constant failing to remember to do things. I can't remember if I've explained it in the past, but I'm pretty sure it's because that, so we know these guys are going to be weak to water again, so we can just, oh, that was more damage than I was expecting. Well, that could have gone better. Oh, interesting, that just kind of appears instantly now, okay. Yeah, because I've done the stream series first, I tend to forget enemies that I haven't captured yet. And I've also tended to get into the habit of just killing things because I'm used to having most enemies captured when I get somewhere. So it's completely my bad, basically. We're gonna focus on trying to catch them. These are just little cat enemies. These shouldn't be too bad to capture. Let's see. Are they this easy? Yes, they are that easy. Okay, cool. So we got the cat sniper. We'll go ahead and scan them. This is our first example. There's 3 types of flybots. You definitely want to capture all of them, and you probably will want all of them on your summon bar at all times. You'll see why. They are very useful, and I'm just telling you that now. You are definitely going to want these guys. So your flybot, non-elemental, does reversing buffs, and just some basic, just some like general functionality. They're pretty not too bad, but there are going to be other ones later on that are do a little bit more. Oh, so close. Okay. Yeah, see, elementless. That was not. That one wasn't my fault. That attack was not... So I think their gun attacks are actually bomb, because yes, he's resistant to bomb, and the number was gray, which means that he was resistant to it. That's something I think I failed to mention in the past, is that the that's from when I used the last battle. Oh, crap, okay. The color of the numbers actually tells you whether or not it was super effective or not very effective, using Pokemon terms again. But, you just defend, I guess. Yeah, so if you aren't completely sure the element of an attack, you can use that. You can use the context, you can use the bio, and you can use the amount of damage it does to you compared to your elemental resistances to figure out what kind of damage it is. Because some attacks actually are not straightforward what element they are at all. So some of them you actually will need a little... You probably will need a bit of clarification on what element some attacks are. He's gonna surrender, and they're gonna get there. I thought maybe he might not surrender because he healed up. Okay. All right, so we got more red flybots here, so that's fine. We'll catch one of these guys. Okay, so his AI, I would have expected him to attack Nat because she has the lowest HP, but he did not. So I'm pretty sure that the custom AI does not always do what it says it will. I think it's more inclined to do it, but it isn't like a guarantee necessarily. Damn, killed him too. I'm killing these guys too effectively right now. Is this enough? No, okay. I actually wanted to kill him. Now he is, okay. Okay. So there, he just did that attack siphon us and Brave their team? That's interesting. I'm not sure I've ever seen that attack, actually. That's a bit of an interesting one. Okay. What do I want to do? I want to have you Garlic no legs, because I really want him to get his attack off. Based on that, I assume he didn't like the garlic very much. Okay, he should be good to capture now, because we were really close last time. And Brave, I don't think, makes a difference here. So that move he did appeared to attempt to siphon all of us and give Brave to all of his allies. So that is quite interesting, actually. That's one I didn't recognize that move. That's quite a lot of utility in one move. Here we get a Riot Shield for no legs. This may look bad at first, but actually if you compare the stats he gets and his defensive stats and his HP and all that, this actually pretty well counteracts the fact that his evasion is complete garbage. This basically turns him into just a traditional tank. Which is really interesting, actually. I kind of like it. That's one I might try and use a little bit more in this series than I have on my Twitch series. Okay, so really quick, I still need to set up my summons, I know. But really quick, I want to show off the theme of the flybots. So this guy inverts the buffs of a single foe or ally, turning negatives into positives and vice versa. So basically, this is really good. You can use this on any foe or any ally. So basically that means if one of your allies is super debuffed, you can use this and turn that into positive. So like if the enemy like gives like minus 40 defense to one of your characters, you can turn that into a positive 40 defense and just completely flip it. Or alternatively, it's also really good for capturing, because if your enemy has a bunch of defensive buffs, you could turn them into debuffs and make them trivial to capture. So this guy is really good. We're gonna throw him on. It's a useless guy. You're not that good. This is the theme for all of the flybots, so you're gonna want to capture all of them. They all do that to basically on a different scope of who they hit. Very useful, and I highly recommend you check them out. So, anywho, here we have another new enemy here. Shell looks somewhat familiar, perhaps. We have the green creep. Turtle-like creature, bashes on enemies and allies with shells. Goes on the defensive when its HP is low, as most of the creeps do. We're just gonna do this little flipperoo here. And yeah, so how they attack is pretty cool, actually. We're gonna kill off these guys so that they don't do anything I don't like. Here. Ice, electric, okay. That's fine. No legs should. These guys are also weak to electric. If we do wind, it should do what I want. If we do electric, it should do what I want. I'm gonna try electric. Okay, cool. It's not necessarily guaranteed that he was gonna go to the right target there. Okay, so there's one of the more basic attacks. This is the interesting one. You kind of see how that works there. Basically, they just bounce between both sides of the battlefield. I think they hit your side 3 times and their side twice, and it does actually damage themselves. Well, damage each other. It can potentially hit, I think, just about any enemy on the field. Really cool. It's very, very interesting. Not necessarily beneficial to them, but still very, very cool. Very cool thing I think that they do there. Okay, let's This might just kill this guy. That's fine. This... Oh, it didn't actually. Okay. That guy should be good to capture, assuming he doesn't die for... Oh, that's right. Defensive. Okay. Actually, no, this might be a good time. So right now, it would be very hard to capture this guy. Defend and defense up, what is it, 50? But if we try out a new red flybot here, you can see you can target anyone. And we're going to go ahead and make this in our favor. I don't know how much the defend status gives, but let's go ahead and try and capture now. Okay, so defend status is quite beneficial for them, because that was still pretty close. But you can see, even with defend, the minus 50 was able to help us out a ton there. I still haven't had you learn Sushi Cat yet. Okay, I'm just going to have you do 9 lives, I guess. I need to give him Sushi Cat. I think I'm going to do that right after this fight, actually. Him having Sushi Cat is really useful. And you see, I think, I'm not 100% sure when that happens yet. I think it might have to do with the positioning, actually, of the enemies. Because you see, this guy just kind of bounced on our side and didn't hit this guy. I think it might be because he's too far back or something. I'm actually not 100% sure the cause of that. And I'd be very interested to figure out when we're in. So if any of you guys have any info on that, I'd be very curious to hear it. Because I'm actually not completely positive of the ins and outs of how that particular thing works. This should kill him. Okay. This guy hopefully won't be able to kill any of us. Although Nat is a little in danger. Yep. Just probably just bad luck there. But that's fine. We got coffees. Starting to save up a bit of money. What a crappy day. No, I'm gonna have you yeah, you could. Actually, I know. Okay. His evasion is going to give him a huge advantage. I think he should be okay. Hopefully, I'm not proven wrong again. Oh, okay, that's fine. So theoretically, we could use Flybot here again. I'm not going to bother because I kind of want to save the SP. Oh, and now he's stunned. Perfect. Yeah. Not going to do much, but it's still going to do something, so might as well. Yeah, so the Flybots are very useful. Particularly the single target one is mostly good against... honestly, it's just good in every situation. I can't think of any specific cases where it's just good, really. Being able to flip buffs on a single target is really good. Since a lot of the time, like really huge buffs or debuffs are focused on a single character. So either, you know, one of your characters will get hit with like a minus 50 at defense and defense from a certain attack, or like a boss will buff just himself by a whole bunch, but then the rest of the enemy team might already be debuffed from when you debuffed them. There's a lot of aspects to it, but basically the flips are just super good. So I definitely recommend you keep those. Some of these fascists have got a very big car. Yeah, that's one way to describe it. Definitely be ready to fight it. An easy target for magic. Yeah, okay. So it shouldn't be too bad. Right, I want to get Sushi Cat. Even if I don't upgrade it, because this is actually very expensive to upgrade. Sushi Cat is really good. So it hits 3 random foes with magic damage, and then it goes over and heals the players with the least amount of HP. I think I'll actually go ahead and show that off in this battle. Let's check something really quick here. Sorry, just 1 second. Okay. Alright. So we have another new enemy. Oh yeah, we have these guys we didn't capture last time. We can... Didn't even notice. We can just fix that right now. There we go. Cat bombers. We can go ahead and see what these guys are about. Honorable to die fighting, even a suicide attack. It'll aim for the strongest. But so these guys aim for the strongest? I'm assuming that means most HP, whereas the other guys go for the least HP. Strongest is a bit ambiguous. You see these guys also have an additional weakness to electric that the other guys didn't have. Yeah, it's a little ambiguous what exactly they mean by strongest. I'm going to assume that probably means highest HP. So here, we have the red creeps. Red shell never misses, hits with bone-crushing force. Heals, so how the other guys bounced and they damaged enemies, these guys will actually heal enemies. So that's a little bit interesting, a little bit of something you'll want to watch out for. Just go ahead and kill that guy. Yeah, so these guys can actually serve as healers to their team. And you can see they can also weaken. Yeah, we got the monolith, which is really nice. Magic attack, yeah, okay. So they can weaken, which I think is something with, they said bone crushing, so that implies that they give the weak status because it shows your bones being broken, I guess. A little bit more of a subtle way of mentioning that debuff, but I kind of like it actually now that I actually noticed it. All right, let's see. Not quite. Okay, you can probably finish this guy off. And then we'll still have 1 turn for No Legs and 2 turns for Nat to see what we got here. Oh, I need to capture that guy. Okay, that's fine. We got more to capture here. I'm getting bot at this. Alright, let's do Bubbly Strike. Nice. Okay. And you should be able to finish this last guy off. Yeah. Alright, not bad. Not bad. Oh, right, and you still get another turn, too. Look at that. I'm actually going to... Right, I still don't have you have a poisoning move. That would be... I need to flesh out her kit a little bit more, I think. That's kind of their basic attack. Whereas the other guys kind of do the little jump and like the snip. These guys do that, apparently. I'm not sure I've actually ever seen that move before. So that's new to me. Let's do this. Should live. Okay. And he should be good to capture here. Oh wow, wasn't expecting a 0 shake capture. Alright, cool. Doing that. So it doesn't do that much damage. It does heal though. Another Viking monolith, just for fun. Alright, Acid Rain 2, sure. We're clearly not gonna have any problems here. Do this a couple times, and this guy's toast. Oh. There we go. Easy peasy. That was good teamwork. Yeah, it was okay. Not much in the way of teamwork, honestly. Steroid to boost. It's no worries. Yeah, I know, but I kind of want to save it for later. So I gotta do that pop-up. I remember hearing someone actually that had this problem. I was like, oh, that's never happened to me. That's kind of weird. I see. Actually, I gotta go find the solution to that because I do kind of want this. Oh, actually, I could turn off the tooltips. Isn't there tooltips? Am I blind? Game difficulty, content filters, tips. I am blind. Okay, so turn it off. Turn it back on. Does that get rid of it? No. Okay. All right. We're gonna eat a single steroid then, just because I want this to go away. To be honest. Let's see. What's the least useful one? I think it'd probably be. Yeah. Actually, I mean, we don't really need the tooltips on. We'll just turn them off for now. I really do want to avoid using the steroids. Okay. Do we have time for one more, actually? You know what? Let's see. How many waves is this? I think we'll go ahead and keep going here. Alright, so we're gonna kill the slime bunny before she does anything that I don't like her, that I don't want her to do. As in start healing the enemies. She can heal us too, which is fine, but we're just gonna avoid any problems. Oh, that's okay. No Legs is a little too strong sometimes, I realize. Okay, so here we have a new version, the ultimate version of Creep. So he does quite a bit of damage. He does still damage the he does still damage his allies. He doesn't heal them like the other one does. Last thing you want to see while driving. If he can't win, he'll detonate. So this makes him a little bit tricky to capture, because once he gets too low, he will just self-destruct. So we're gonna want to get him low-ish, but not too low. I think this will honestly probably be... Oh. Damn it, No Legs. You're too good sometimes. Alright. Well, we'll have to come back for that guy a little later. That's fine, we'll see him again. The missing captures, like I've said, it's really not that big a deal. For the enemies, at least. Bosses, I obviously always remember to capture, because they're very significant. But, even most mini-bosses I remember, which are a little bit more important, because usually you see mini-bosses again, but you can never be 100% sure. Or at least you won't really know how long, because it can always be quite a while before you see some of these guys again. Okay, so do this. Just finish this guy off here. Nice and easy, like. Nothing too groundbreaking. Pretty standard there. Okay, so we're gonna pick up our loot here. Get a lightning shard for a sword, electric sword for Matt. That'll be presumably quite handy coming up in the future here. Alright, what does this say? Okay. I'm really curious. Okay, so Red Pine Town. I'm actually not sure if I haven't gotten there yet. I'm really curious what's been making these tread marks, though. They did say we'd see it coming, though, so it should be fine. Let's just go ahead and pick up the stick over here. Ah, we'd see it coming, huh? Should be useful for my plan. Okay, so you see we have a familiar character here. Yeah, we just kind of died, but you know, it came out of nowhere. Yeah, I thought we were gonna see that one coming, but No Legs isn't looking so good either. Meow twice if you're okay. We got 2 meows. We're good. All right, No Legs is good. Natalie's gone. Oh yeah, that scary guy took her. Well, this isn't quite the reunion I had in mind. So now I was just gonna do Natalie. Look at those eyes. Down a party member. All right, yeah. So this is a bit of a significant point. Yeah, you see, we actually are down a party member now. She is completely gone. Her equips. I think the stuff that she had equipped is actually. Let's see. Yes, it's actually still on her, and we cannot get it back. It's actually permanently gone, which I actually had meant to change some of her equips around, to be honest, but the fact that I forgot to, honestly, is fine, because really, the first time playing through Year 9, you obviously wouldn't know this is going to happen. Think we're going to have to end it off there, though. We're down a party member, we're stuck here in no man's land. We got a guy with a really big tank who doesn't seem to like us very much, but we're going to have to save the next step here for next time, I think. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check the description for a link to my Twitch.tv channel. Tonight, I don't believe I'm going to be streaming. I have finals today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. So I have a review session tonight, and I have an 8 a.m. exam tomorrow. So I think streaming is a poor choice, considering I'd normally stream until like midnight or so, and I wouldn't be able to stay. It would be like 2 hours the longest. It's just not going to work. But on Wednesday, I plan on making my return actually to this game. We're going to be taking a little bit of a break from Smash World of Light. I'm going to have to find time to start streaming both of them because I'm now currently trying to juggle 2 single-player games. But we'll figure it out. I also am going to be giving away... I think I've decided I'm going to do four separate giveaways, or at least 3 separate giveaways for the EBF5 soundtrack giveaway that Fiona gave me. She gave me codes for the full soundtrack to this game. So I'll be doing the first of those giveaways on that live stream. So if you're interested in that, feel free to stop by. I'll be probably drawing at the end of the stream. Sorry, my cat's yelling at me. I'll be probably doing the drawing at the end of the stream. We start at 8 p.m. EST, and we'll probably go until about 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. Sorry. So we'll be drawing at the end of that. Best of luck in winning. And join the Discord down below if you're interested in keeping in touch with me, my live stream schedule, or any of the other many fans who have started joining the Discord. I really appreciate talking to you guys. But, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.